I think we can all say this right now. After coming out of King Richard, if Will Smith does not win Best Actor at the Oscars next year, we're all gonna riot, correct? Just like that, we are all going to riot, not just because of his phenomenal performance, but also because King Richard is one of the best crowd-pleasing dramas this year, and you have to see it. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today we're going to be discussing King Richard, coming to theaters this November 19th, and it's about a look at tennis superstars Venus and Serena Williams and how they became who they are after the coaching from their father, Richard Williams. This once again stars Will Smith, John Berthenol, Dylan McDermott, and also Sydney, which I'm really sorry if I butchered that, and Demi Singleton, who both play Venus and Serena Williams. Now, when this movie was announced, and take this as a preference of someone who doesn't really know much about the tennis world, I definitely know who Venus and Serena Williams are, but I don't know anything about their family, their past, or anything of that nature. When I heard this movie was announced, I was a little bit disappointed to hear that it was going to be from the dad's perspective, not knowing anything about Mr. Richard Williams. And, you know, it just kind of seemed a little bit off to me. I wanted to see their upbringing, where they were, their origin story, and God, was I freaking wrong. King Richard is a phenomenal piece of dramatic avenues that they were able to take in here, because one doesn't just show both of them and their rise to stardom and in general their rise to how great of athletes that they truly are, but what it truly shows is their upbringing, who was the man behind it all, and who really was Richard Williams, King Richard himself. There's been so much talk out there in the world about Richard himself and different outlooks, and it's depending on what you read on him, what people's views are on him, it's very controversial at times, especially some of the decisions that he made with his kids. But look at them now. And I'm trying to get emotional, because what King Richard does is it does make you emotionally riveted, while at the same time wanting to cheer, scream, smile, laugh, all those sorts of feelings bottled up through this movie. And we got a lot to talk about today. Now, of course, if you guys are new here and you love talking movies, you are in the right place. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep talking movies over here on a daily basis, as well as comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts on King Richard? Do you love this movie? Do you hate it? Are you excited for it? Let's discuss it all down below. Starting with my pros, one of the big things I got to talk about, and I already mentioned it in my intro, is Will Smith's goddamn performance in here. I love Will Smith as an actor. I think he's one of the most charismatic actors out there, but when he does dramas, it just works. Ali, Pursuit of Happyness, 7 Pounds, Concussion, and now King Richard. I would go as far to say this might be his second best performance, maybe tied with Pursuit of Happyness for me. He's so damn good in here, and it's unlike any other performance that I've seen this year. So emotionally riveting, but at the same time so frustrating. But the thing that I loved about this movie is that you don't see Will Smith. It is very much camouflaged and brought about into this role, and all you see is Richard Williams. And I think the added thing that helps within this movie is that they didn't funnel out the entire movie with a bunch of other star names. You get unknown names in here who really much aren't the biggest stars in the entire world. It helps funnel that out and really make a believable biopic like this. And again, Will Smith, phenomenal. Easily the best actor performance that I've seen so far in 2021. And I know we still got like 2 months left, but I really don't see anything else beating this out for Best Actor. But also going down to the side performances. Yes, the supporting cast in here, which is all great. Of June Ellis playing the mother of both the Williams daughters. And she's amazing. I think she's going to go very underrated when it comes down to supporting actresses and just in general performances for this year. And as well, John Berthenol. Oh my God, did he steal a lot of the moments in here. I love him. I'm a big biased person to him. Anytime he shows up into a movie, he automatically elevates it to that next level. And in this movie, I was very happy to see that he didn't just have like, oh, I walk in and walk out role, which he has happened to have lately. King Richard, no, he's great, and he really much comes into the beginning of the second act to the third act, and it just works wonders. Absolutely the 2 stars of this entire movie that will very much go under the radar, but I cannot wait to see what they do with their career next, is Demi Singleton as Serena Williams and Sonia Sydney as Venus Williams. Now, let's talk about Sydney for a second, because I absolutely thought that her performance in here was stardom level, and if I was making out the nominations, I would automatically give her a Best Supporting Actress nomination. Now, this year it is a little bit stacked, so I don't know if she'll get in, but there should be a conversation around her. When you get down to the matches towards the back half of this movie and seeing how intense it actually is, you feel like you are watching a young Venus Williams in those roles right there. And I felt myself so emotionally riveted to a sport, to a person, and in general to characters that I'm not that much intertwined with in life. I watch movies, not a ton of sports, but the fact that I was that intertwined into this entire thing, even though I have no idea what's happening on the tennis court, I was fully sold on there. And again, I think this movie is made from its performances, because its writing is good, its direction, solid, but its performances all around this entire film, and in general, the story is what brings this film to be one of the best crowd-pleasing dramas in a while. You won't just laugh, smile, or cry. You're gonna feel all of that at the same time. Which is a lot of the reason why I think King Richard is a must-see movie and why I loved it. Of course, no film is perfect, and let's go down to my cons. The one small little nitpick that I'm going to have about this movie is I wish it did a little bit something different or more with the dramatic avenues that the film truly had. It feels like a typical biopic that I've seen so many times before, especially when it comes down to dramas. I see so many of these, and while again it doesn't do anything different with the genre, that's not a terribly bad thing. I would have liked to have seen something a little bit different from it, and if it wasn't for the performances or even the story being told here, I don't know which way this film could have leaned, and maybe some might lean the other way where they weren't enjoying it too much. I can see that happening, and it's something I had to mention. Yeah, if Will Smith doesn't win Best Actor for King Richard, I will riot. A tremendous crowd-pleasing drama that had me cheering, smiling, and emotionally riveted from beginning to end. It may not do anything new with the genre, but it definitely won my heart over. And also, Sonia Sidney is about to be an absolute star. John Bernthal stole a lot of different scenes, and I just had a blast with this one. I didn't know what I was going to be getting out of this. I knew I was probably going to like it, but I didn't expect to walk out absolutely loving it. So with all that said, I'm going to give King Richard an A. Let me know down below, guys, what your guys' thoughts are on this movie. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Let's discuss it all down below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Head on over to Sandwich on Films on how to see films early. And of course, it's a big thing to you and a big thing to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So of course, until next time, stay classy.